outside that. How we doing?
Here's what you need.
Okay.
My password and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you get locked out, it's 215.
Okay.
And then my Apple ID, I believe is capital T, small e, 957.
Okay. Yeah.
If you need me, I'll do it.
Huh? Okay.
So whatever you need, if you need me,
Sorry, what was the password again? I'm sorry.
get into the thing. If it locks you out,
Yeah.
it's 215.
Got it.
And then my Apple ID is capital T, small e, which is together.
Yeah.
895-7800.
Got it.
Write that down if you want.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Let's see if it works. I would plug it in between the older iPad.
Okay.
But it's got Wi-Fi already built in. Verizon, so I can download anything on here.
Okay, sounds good. I'll try my best. Thank you.
Yeah, I just posted it.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down real fast.
Okay. Yeah, do your thing.
Oh yeah. No, I've always done stuff like we've always done lineups for everywhere I've worked, and it was 100% my plan to do it. Technically, it's kind of sponsored by Potash and Mitchell, so it's just like, yeah, we're gonna make sure that they get, you know, we want, and of course, yeah, the people who can't be here, we want to let them know who's playing. During intermission, bring it up here.
Good evening, Austin Bruins fans. It's another great year of Austin Bruins hockey, our 15th anniversary season, right here at Riverside Arena. Tonight's matchup, your Austin Bruins take on the visiting Minot Tauros on Hormel nights. Opening night here at Riverside. Hormel, welcome to all of our Hormel employees. No better time to stop down to the North House Beer Garden than right now. Grab yourself an ice cold beverage. New this year, Fashion Mullet IPA. We also have Pit Gold, Gravity Storm, and Angry Hog all on tap tonight. And a variety of seltzers, carbless cocktails, and other goodies down there. It's the North House Beer Garden. Grab them right now, 2 for 1 until puck drop. Right here, Riverside Arena.
Home opener. Right, so there's Dave, Laser Dave. David Poyer would not be in this position right now, starting tonight, without the Let's
number goes up for the Bruins, so do the goals against.
Exactly. Our next
in the show, but this Austin team, always a really physical team. So I think special teams is going to play a big role in this game. And if the Tauros can get something going on the power play, I think they can find a lot of early success and start to put some pressure on Austin in this series.
And then with this last stat from our noodle numbers, the penalty kills. This stat is, although our percentage is equal, so 100%, we've had 10 less opportunities than they have, as we've completed 6 out of 6, and they've completed 16 out of 16.
Yeah, and same thing here. I think Tauros had the second best penalty kill last year, over 90%. Obviously, you're not going to go perfect on the season as much as Cody Campbell would like the guys to. Goaltending plays a huge part. Both teams have good goaltending. And here again, this is what makes you nervous as a Toro fan. Toros have allowed 2 shorthanded goals already this year. The Bruins, they've potted a couple.
Yeah, we talk about the penalty kill and really just special teams in general, one of the later things implemented in training camp. So I anticipate as things start to carry into the regular season, Tauros will start to clean those things up and they'll find some success both on the power play and penalty kill.
Yeah, well, awesome. We'll be back with more of the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Welcome back to the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. Starting with our second segment, we're going to be doing the Minotauros Booster Club players to watch.
I'll kick this off. I think I mentioned him already here this evening on the pregame show. Jack O'Hannison's the guy I would keep an eye on. Toros haven't scored in 112 minutes and 5 seconds since the John Small goal against El Paso. O'Hanny had 29 goals last season. He had 5 of them come against the Austin Bruins, plus 5 assists in those 12 games. So I think O'Hanny's probably a guy, veteran guy, a high production guy, and you're trying to get your offense going again. He's probably the first guy you're going to look to get the team going again.
Yeah, and for my player to watch, I have Yesu Ala. I know I talked about him earlier before, but just one of the guys who has 3 points for this Toros team, 2 goals in the game against the national team with an assist. Really an efficient player so far, and I think the biggest takeaway I have, as I mentioned before, the one way you break good goaltending is just to continue to shoot the puck and continue to force the puck on net, even if it's through traffic. I think that's where the Toros will find some success if they can do so. And I think Yesu Ala is the guy that really displayed that in the season opener and really also in the rest of the games he's played thus far. So I anticipate him to have a good weekend, and being one of the newer faces out here, I think looking back last year at this season between really in the playoffs, especially between Austin and the Toros, speed was a big difference between these 2 teams, and I think if you can continue to put pucks on net, you can really take advantage in the speed department.
And then moving on to our next segment, Keys to the Game, brought to you by Home Key Group. I'll toss it to Ken to talk about this one.
Sure. I think anytime you play Austin, Edwards mentioned it as well, you have to play fast. Steve Howard teams usually bigger, stronger guys, but maybe a little bit slower. So if the Toros can get their feet moving, play quickly, they'll be off to a good start, I think. Another key to the game is get out clean, and by that I mean getting out of the defensive zone. When Austin is the most success against the Toros is when they can keep the Toros pinned in their end of the ice. Again, that size and strength starts to wear on you, whether it's battles in the corners, battles in front of the net. The Toros can get on pucks quickly that are dumped into their zone and turn the play back up ice. You get those Bruin big guys having to turn quickly and get back on defense, tires them out, and then you'll see by the end of the weekend, a lot of the times, the Austin Bruins are just tired. All right, my third key to the game, no second chances. We talk about the size and strength of the Bruin forwards. You don't want to have first shots lead to net mouth scrums. Bigger guys, harder to move away from the front of the net. You don't want to get into those battles where they're allowed to take 2, 3, 4 whacks at a puck. whether it's Lucas or Will in net tonight or tomorrow. You want to get those first saves clean, either good rebound control over to a defender or just able to hold on and take a whistle.
And we'll be back with more of the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show.
Hi, I'd like to add my new motorcycle to my insurance policy, please.
Greetings. Is it a moped or unicycle?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Unicycling enhances core body strength.
No, it's a motorcycle. It has 2 wheels, a seat, handlebars.
Does it have rocket boosters?
Can I speak to a live agent?
Impossible. All agents have been neutralized.
At Farmers Union Insurance, technology is important, and so is finding the best options for our clients, person to person. Farmers Union Insurance. Local agents, more options, great rates.
As long as you have the back of someone in the midst of an overdose, North Dakota's Good Samaritan Law has yours. Learn how to save a life at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Opioids. Fill with care.
Minotaurus fans, it's time to take out your phones and pull up the Tauros mobile app for your chance to win prizes throughout tonight's game. Our first game will be sponsored by the Four Bear Sportsbook over-unders. So our first option here is our total Tauros first period goals. Are we going to be over 0.5 or under 0.5?
I'll kick it off. I'm going to take the over. I think the Tauros offense has been quiet long enough. I think they break through. In the first 5 minutes, so I'm going way over.
Yeah, Ken, I was kind of feeling the same way. I think with the group, a week to regroup and get back on track here, the Tauros once again will display that speed that always seems to be a problem for teams, and I think we'll get an early goal here for the men from the Magic City as well.
I agree, definitely over. All right, our next one is the total Tauros power play chances. Is it over or under 3.5?
Edward, what are you thinking on this one?
Yeah, I'm going to go over on this one. Like we mentioned, this Austin is a physical team. It always, the games are always, at times at least can be choppy and physical, and both teams with the power play opportunities on both sides. And I'm going to take the over on this one.
Yeah, I look at 16 penalties they've had to kill so far this season. That's 4 a game. I don't expect them to suddenly find their discipline when they're playing a rival that knocked them out of the playoffs last year. So I'm going to take the over on the 3.5 as well.
I agree. I was literally about to bring up Ken's stat number there, and he took it from me in my little notes right here. So I'm going to go with over. The last one we have is total fighting majors called. Is it above or over 1.5 or below?
Wouldn't be a weekend in Austin without a fight. I was leaning over before, but I think I'm going to change it up. I'm going to take the under. I think first meeting of the year, I think it takes until tomorrow until tempers boil over.
I'm going to go over on this one. Ken, the Tauros did show some physical play after the whistle in a couple of those games at the showcase, and I wouldn't be surprised we see more of it boil over here tonight.
Oh, there's Ben.
I'm agreeing with Edward. I'm going to go with over. I think with the record we have so far, I think our players could just have a little pent-up energy in there, and I think Austin is the perfect place to let a little bit of it out. But I also agree with Ken that I believe that the over-under of that may be higher tomorrow. Okay. Moving on to our second thing that you are able to participate on the app is the McDonald's Tauros Trivia. So the question for today is, what is the Tauros single game record for team penalty minutes with set in a game against Austin? So our options are 85, 97, 108, or 114.
I'm going to take 108. I think there's quite a few penalty minutes against these two teams, and my teachers in school always taught me when you don't know the answer, take the third option. So that's what I'm going to rock with here tonight.
I was literally about to say that. When you're given a multiple choice and it's numbers, you always take the one that could be the median. So either that's 97 or 108, and I feel a little better choosing 108 than I do 97. But saying that, in all honesty, I am guessing. So
I'm not going to play along because I do know the answer, so I don't want to give it away for Toro fans. I remember the game. You have to go pretty far back in Toro history to find the answer in this one, but it's definitely a night I remember, so I'm not going to give the answer away, but fans, you can get your guess in the Tauros Hockey mobile app. Chance to win that free lunch from our friends at Dakota Drive McDonald's.
So that may have been a hint there or not. That Ken said it's really memorable, so maybe it could be 114. We never know. He knows, but we never do not. All right. And then I guess y'all's just final thoughts on the game tonight.
Well, Edward, you're going to have a lot of time to talk about tonight's game, but so I'm going to give my final thoughts and then I'll let you wrap it up. But, I think anytime you're facing a team that you knocked out of the playoffs the season before in their home opener, you're going to expect a lot of emotion. We've talked about this rivalry a bit tonight over the years. Despite being two of the farther teams apart, unlike the, say, Bismarck and Minot rivalry, this is a rivalry that's been forged in the postseason. It goes way back to the Tauros' first playoff series ever. I think because of last spring, I expect it to be a high-emotion series, even though it's early in the year. And whichever team maybe does a better job of keeping control of those emotions, I think will come out on top.
Yeah, Lauren, I'm really excited for this series. I think it's a little easier sometimes to get up for an interdivision game. At the showcase, you only play those teams once a year, and you won't really run into them other than maybe in the playoffs down the road. So I anticipate the Tauros coming out here with pep in their step, an opportunity to get another win on the board. We didn't see the Tauros get swept all that often last year, and I think they're going to want to continue that same mentality of picking up 2 games on the road. And if they win one tonight, they'll be in a good position to do so.
Okay, awesome. Well, that will do it for the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. After the break, the puck will drop on tonight's game in Austin.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment, a chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code HOCKEY100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
At Northwest Tire, we're part of your community, and we want you to be part of our family. We're about more than tires. We're about superior customer service to keep your vehicles and equipment safely rolling down the road. If you'd like to join a company that truly cares for our customers and employees, come work with us and become part of our growing family. Apply at nwtire.com.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
If you're taking a prescription opioid instead of increases your risk of overdose. Know how to be safe at behavioralhealth.nd.gov. Opioids, filled with care.
In life, there's good, better, and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
Keeps you rolling down the road.
NorthwestTire.com.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Don't let talking about tough topics scare you. Talk to your child about the dangers of underage alcohol use today. This message brought to you by the 1st District Health Unit and the Minot Minotauros.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Hi, folks. I'm Ian Spencer. You're watching Minnesota Hockey.
And welcome inside the Riverside Arena here in Austin, Minnesota. It's NAHL Central Division Hockey Tauros and Bruins Friday Night Hockey on the Minotauro Network. Thank you for joining us. I'm Edward Neiman, along for the call as the Tauros look to rebound off 2 losses to close out the NAHL showcase. But as we mentioned, interdivision play starts tonight. Tauros taking on the undefeated Austin Bruins. 4-0, good for second in the division behind the Bismarck Bobcats, who are 5-0 entering tonight. Jesse Uhala on the face-off as we get things underway here in Austin. Got some check-ins that we will get to here briefly. Appreciate everyone aboard. Tauros regular season gets rolling. Uhala on the draw for the Tauros. Lorenza out there for the Bruins. Tauros wearing their traveling black sweaters, buckets, and breezers as the puck is down and away we go. This puck quickly rung inside the Austin territory. Quick takeaway there by the Bruins as they try to work this back into neutral zone. O'Hannesson with a takeaway. He'll work it near side to Batten. Batten work back around the net. Eventually gets swarmed by a group of Bruin defenders as they'll dig up against the boards. This one sent along the far side. Good tip there by the Tauros to keep this in the offensive zone. Batten controls. He feeds it to O'Hannesson. O'Hannesson working near side. Fires one. That one tipped wide of the net. It will work down near side. O'Hannesson will give it back to O'Hannesson. O'Hannesson fires one. That one tipped through traffic. It'll ring down to the far side. More traffic in front of the net. Batten with a quick shot on net. That one easy pad save. That one out to the near side. Tauros still control. Hagstrom fires one wide from the blue line. This one will eventually roll out to the far side boards and be controlled and sent into the neutral zone by Austin. Quick opportunity here by Austin. That one just goes wide. It will be worked back around the net. Hagstrom in on defense. This one will be worked down to the near side corner by the Tauros as they'll recontrol and chip this one up into neutral zone, and eventually it'll roll its way down into Austin territory as they'll have to retreat and retrieve. This one, quick shot fired on Ian Spencer with good stick there and takeaway firing one in on net. That one, though, eventually controlled by Austin as they'll work this back deep into the Tauros zone. Small working up ice as he enters the neutral zone. He'll kick this far side. This one thrown back to Spencer. Spencer near side. He'll just fire one. That one goes wide right to the net and work its way to the far side. And eventually another shot on net. That one soaked up and held by Solomon with 8:23 to go here in the first frame. Looking at your SRT starting lines. Friday night contest between the Tauros and Bruins. Draw will come to the left of Solomon. Small out there on the draw for the Tauros. Back with in on for Austin is This one's controlled by the Toros, sent to the blue line. Quick shot there by James. That one tipped through traffic. Bruins control near side as they'll walk this into the neutral zone and eventually just send this one wide of the Toro net into the far side corner. Toros work this back up into the neutral zone. Mahler picks up, work it to Small skating in. He fires one. That one, save made. Rebound comes near side corner. Both teams will dig into the corner. Puck will finally squirt free. Quick shot on net by Mahler. That one goes wide and regrouped by the Toros. Owens with another quick shot off a rebound from the near side. That one gloved and held. As we'll get some pushing and shoving post whistle. Talked about that pre-game, of course. Austin and Minot always a physical game, and especially this early in the season, and coming off a playoff series as well in their last meeting. So we'll take a look at our goaltending matchup. Lucas Sweden in net for the Toros. 1-5-2 goals against, as he got the start in the Toros' last game at the Showcase in Blaine, Minnesota. Bruins control off the draw. They'll send this deep in the Toros zone. Toros pick up. So work it back out in neutral zone. Williams in pursuit for Austin as they'll have to reset deep in their own zone. Nice takeaway there by the Toros as Marvin Cordes tried to work that down the board as both teams will dig as we'll get a whistle here. 17-21.
Toros on the power play.
Toros will head to the power play. Delayed call there as they're going to take Nathan Williams to the box. Early opportunity here for the Toros. Toros power play presented by First Western Bank and Trust. An early extra man opportunity awaits for Minot. Draw will come to Solomon's right side. As Small will be in on the draw for the Toros. This one tied up off the draw. Puck will finally be worked free near side. Lund will control for the Bruins as he's covered and held up by a wealth of Toro players as this one will be tipped back behind the net as both teams will trade possession here. A bouncing puck finally works to the far side as this one will be attempted to be sent in the neutral zone. Nice job there by Spencer to keep this one in the offensive zone. Both teams still working far side. Bruins will finally send it back into the neutral zone with 1:30 to go on the power play. Toros will clear this one into the offensive zone. Batten with a nice interception there. Couldn't quite get the handle, so he'll work back into the near side corner. This one chipped alongside the boards as Batten tried to work that one in. Nice defense there, though, by the Bruins to break that puck up as they'll clear this back into the Toro defensive zone. Sweating out of his net. He'll shovel this one back into the neutral zone. This one worked far side to Ohannesson. Ohannesson can't quite get the handle now. Brief breakaway here for the Bruins. Bruins will fire this one. That one wide left of the net. Toros will recontrol behind their own net. Good opportunity there by Austin, short-handed as this one will be sent near side to Spencer. Spencer tries to work this to the center of the ice. Nice cut off there by the Bruins as Toros will get a quick change off here as Edwards rings this into the offensive zone back behind the net. Nice job there by Marvin Cordes at the blue line to keep this in the offensive zone. Spencer sends this far side to Dabulis. Dabulis, he'll just backhand this one behind the Bruin net. As 30 seconds remain on the power play. Toros working the offensive zone. This one, though, sent back behind the Toro goal line. So we'll have to work deep in their zone with 20 seconds remaining on the power play. One last push here for the men from the Magic City. Marvin Cordes works this near side to Hagstrom. Hagstrom can't quite control it on the boards as Bruins will get another clear off here as the final seconds of the Toro power play tick away. As Austin will come full strength. This one sent far side in the neutral zone. Back to 5-on-5. Funk working far side. He'll try to get a shot off there. Nice defense by Austin as they'll work this back in the neutral zone. Lund working near side. He'll skate in. That one just thrown off the pad of Lucas Fredden. Dangerous pass in front of the net. Toros, though, control as this one is sent far side to a coin. Working near in the corner. Austin with the poke check, keeping this offensive zone, regaining possession. This one's sent to the center of the ice. Nice cut off there by Ingstrup as Toros will poke this back out in the neutral zone. Bruins send this Toro territory. Coin works far side corner. Try to send this one out of the zone. Bruins cut that pass off and send it behind the Toro net. This one eventually corralled by Mahler. Mahler works far side to a coin to Funk. Funk sends it to the neutral zone, but takes a big hit center of the ice. So this one is sent back into the Toro zone. Austin now working offensive zone. Quick shot off there by Beckwith. That one goes wide right of the net. Toros control behind and send it the distance, almost the distance, as Solomon will poke that one back far side. It was 14 minutes to go. First period action. Bruins start up ice. This one worked in the offensive zone. Quick shot off there by Melgren. Gloved and held by Svedin for a stoppage in play. Tanya and Ed checking in from Mokina, Illinois on Facebook. Appreciate you guys being aboard for this one. John Vadova in on Facebook. Teresa Thompson checking in from Florida on Facebook. Offensive draw coming here for the Bruins. Walk Henson on the draw to Swedin's left side as this one's poked near side corner. Eventually worked down the boards. Batten tries to settle a loose puck. That one, though, sent back into their corner and eventually to Tui. Tui behind the Toros net. Pass this into neutral zone. Uhala eventually control, send it back to Hagstrom. Hagstrom to Ohannesson. Ohannesson will give it to Batten. Tui works us up to Batten in the offensive zone. Takeaway by the Bruins as they'll work this back in the neutral zone. Walk Hansen skating in, sends it far side. Quick shot on net. That one goes wide. It's tipped up and out of play with 13-12 to go in the first period. So we'll get to some more check-ins here. Charlene James checking in from Missouri. Kim Bartel checking in from Colorado Springs on Facebook. We'll get to some more check-ins as the night carries up. On offensive zone draw for the Bruins. Quick shot off the draw. That one tipped through traffic as Gibbs will control. He'll try to work this up to Edwards. Good defense by Austin as they'll cut that pass off and send it back into the offensive zone. This one retrieved by Mahler. Mahler works back in the neutral zone. This one just out of the reach of Small as it'll be worked back far side in the neutral zone. Both teams will work up against the boards. 2-on-2 battle. Puck finally squirt free as Small tries to get a stick on it. Puck still bouncing around in the neutral zone. Eventually will be shoveled up into the air into the offensive zone for the Bruins. This one worked back from behind the net. That one centering pass. Nobody home for the Bruins. Will eventually find its way into the near side corner and chipped high up in the air. And the distance for an icing. Icings are brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. Still zeros on the board here inside the Riverside Arena. Home opening weekend for the Bruins. Good crowd on hand. As we mentioned before, picked up 4 wins thus far this season. As the Central Division is continuing a trend of being hot. Toros only playing 3 games so far, as this draw to Swedin's right is controlled and sent into the neutral zone by the Toros. Bruins working this back into the Toro zone. Loose water bottle behind the net. As the Toros will eventually control this behind the goal and work this near side. Both teams battle up in front of the Toro bench. Along the boards, this puck finally freed up and sent back in the neutral zone. Stad will send this up to Sprays. Sprays work this along the boards into the far side corner. Toros control to Bulis. Bulis near side will try to center a pass in his own zone. That one, though, cut off and sent back behind the Toro net by the Bruins. Toros eventually will control again. Work this near side to Owens. Owens to Bulis. Bulis walks in to the neutral zone. Good stick handling here as he'll gain the line and try to center a pass there for Marvin Cordes. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. Tui, though, controls. He'll fire one from the blue line. That one, save made, rebound near side. Toros will work up against the boards. Marvin Cordes, center ice here. Tries to throw one through some traffic. That one tipped and controlled by Austin as they'll work this back into the offensive zone and races on for a loose puck. Nice hustle there by both teams as they'll tie up near side corner. Kaiser was in on that one for the Bruins as Tauros will control and send this back out into the neutral zone. Long range shot into the offensive zone by Austin. That one caught off and held by Tui. Tui works it up the boards to Nichols. Nichols will send this in the offensive zone to a coin. Quick shot made by Funk. That one save made, no rebound given by Solomon. So we'll get a stoppage of play with 10:49 to go. As the Coates are checking in from the Pepsi, watching the ladies Beavers hockey. Deborah Mock checking in on Facebook. Noah Grant also checking in. Good to have all of you aboard here as Toros begin divisional play. Offensive draw coming for the Toros. This one to Solomon's left. Funk in on the draw for the Toros. He's out there along with a coin. James, Mahler, and Nichols. Draw one, quick shot off the draw by a coin. That one rebounded off the pad of Solomon, far side. Toros still controlling a long range shot sent in by Mahler. This one worked back to the far side boards. Toros working up against a couple of Bruin defenders, so they'll just shovel this one in the near side corner. Bruins do control for a brief moment. They try to send it along the boards. Nice cut off by the Toros. As the Bruins will eventually regain possession. Nice job there by Funk to save the offensive zone possession at the blue line. Is Bruins will try to work it back behind the net. Nichols there in for the Toros. So briefly gain possession, but nice job there by the Bruins to control as well. Have a delayed call coming from the near side. Toros touch up. They'll go to the penalty kill. As Funk is taken to the box, the Toros will go to the Papa John's PK for the first time tonight. So we'll await the call here, but
I got a replay if you want it.
we're going to get roughing on Brandon Funk. We'll take a replay here as see what happened along the near side boards. So rough play along the bench will send Brandon Funk to the box. Offensive zone draw, one for the Bruins. Toros on the Papa John's PK with 9:42 to go. Spencer, though, controls near side. He'll lead up a rush into the neutral zone and eventually send it back behind the net of Jack Solomon. Solomon will ring to the far side corner. Spencer in on the pressure as the Bruins will work this back into the neutral zone. This one eventually sent far side along the boards, and we'll get a call here for offsides. Offsides are brought to you by Affinity First Federal Credit Union. 1:31 remaining on the power play for the Bruins. As this draw will come back out into the neutral zone. Lorenza in on the draw for Austin as he'll win this and send it to Mark Hansen along the boards. Svedin out of his net. We'll work this back out into the neutral zone as the Toros will clear with 1:17 remaining on the penalty kill for Minot. Nice pressure there by Owens as he'll corral a loose puck into the far side corner. So they'll eventually taken back by the Bruins as Mark Hansen will work this in the offensive zone for Austin. He'll send this far side to Lorenzo. Lorenzo working against the boards with Owens. This puck finally freed up and controlled by Austin as this one is worked to the near side to Mark Hansen. Mark Hansen will send it along the boards. Eventually roll to the far side corner. Mark Hansen once again controls near side. He'll work this to the center of the net. No room there for Riley to get a clean shot off. Toros control and send it the distance. 27 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. 8:26 remaining in the first period. Bruins back behind their own net, resetting for perhaps one last push here on the extra man advantage. This one worked in the neutral zone, just out of the reach there for Austin. Hagstrom in on some nice defense. As the Toros will clear this once again as the final 5 seconds of this power play will expire for Austin. As this is worked back in the offensive zone for the Bruins, we'll get a whistle here. some more extra pushing and shoving following the whistle here with 7:58 to go. Still scoreless. So that will be work to a First Western Bank and Trust power play actually for the Tauros. Missed that one, but Gustav Svensson will be sent to the box. So second opportunity of the night for the Tauros. Quick replay here. Looking it back here. Offensive zone draw coming for the Tauros. 7:58 to go here. Juhala in on the draw, like I mentioned before. Second power play opportunity for the Tauros. Austin was successful on the penalty kill through the first one. Tauros working the offensive zone. This one cleared the distance. Malkansen, though, in on pursuit. As he'll get a shot off in on net. That one soaked up and saved by Svedin. A short-handed rush there by the Bruins will result in a cover and hold there for Svedin. So we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Bruins. Svensson sent to the box for the Bruins for interference. As the Bruins will win the shorthanded offensive zone draw, this one will be set near side corner. Both teams will work, and Tauros will clear it out into the neutral zone. This one sent along the boards by Lund. Svedin will work it far side to Ohannesson. Ohannesson will skate into the neutral zone. Try to get this to small near side along the blue line. That one, though, tipped up, controlled, and cleared by Austin. 1:15 remaining on the power play. Juhala will pick this up behind the Tauros net and work this in the neutral zone. He'll skate far side. He'll leave it for Edwards. Edwards works this along the boards back to Juhala. Juhala pressured in the far side corner. He's forced just to send this along the boards. Hagstrom finds it. Near side point, he'll work this down the blue line to Mahler. Mahler will give it to Tabulis. Tabulis will shovel it all the way around the Bruins net as both teams will work against the boards here near side. 41 seconds remaining on the power play for the Tauros. This puck finally freed up. Tabulis tries to settle a loose puck in the center of the ice in front of the net. He'll eventually, though, settle it down, and long range shot goes wide there by Mahler. Mahler to Juhala will pick it up as Hagstrom tries to save a puck from going to neutral zone, but it will roll back. So the Tauros will have to peel back and reset their offense. Marvin Cordes skates back on the ice. He tries to work this in the offensive zone. This one eventually picked back up by Marvin Cordes. Tabulis fires one. That one right of the net. This one's still controlled by the Tauros. Mahler sends this to Hagstrom. Hagstrom fires one. That one blocked through traffic and cleared back in the neutral zone by Eli Brown as the Bruins will come full strength as they'll work this far side back in the neutral zone. Svedin will fan that one to the far side. Bruins control, quick shot on net. That one goes wide. 5:35 remaining. Tauros working out of their own zone. Ingstrup will just throw this one off the glasses. This will be picked up offensive zone for a coin. A coin with a shot near side. That one we rebounded into the corner. A lot of traffic in front of the net. No clean look there for the Tauros. Bruins control and send this along the boards back into the neutral zone. Ingstrup will pick this up in the corner as Tauros try to work this out of their own zone. Good pressure here by Austin as eventually Gibbs will clear this offensive zone. Tauros will get a change off. Bruins control and reset. They'll skate in the neutral zone. Malkansen moves into the offensive zone. This puck will trickle near side in the corner. We'll have a 2-on-2 battle. Both teams try to free this up with 4:42 remaining in the first period. Puck still being battled for up against the boards. This will finally be freed up. Batten will send this neutral zone. Nice pickup here by Juhala. Juhala near side to Batten. Batten couldn't get a stick on it, so it'll trickle into the offensive zone. This one worked back in the neutral zone by the Bruins. Tauros will have to reset. Tui takes this far side. He'll shoot one on net. That one ricochets far side. Bruins control far side as This one worked back in the neutral zone, skated into the offensive zone by Lipset. Lipset will give this one near side. His centering passer couldn't find anyone for Austin. Tauros control. Batten from the corner will give it to Hagstrom. Hagstrom will just fire this one wide up and out of play. Quick shot there by Williams, covered and held by Svedin, and some more extracurriculars following the whistle. With 3:45 to go here in the first period. Shots on net in favor of the Tauros, 12-5. 2 power play opportunities killed by the Bruins. The Bruins with a power play opportunity of their own. That one also killed off by the Tauros special teams. So special teams, at least from the penalty kill standpoint, been clean. As we remain at zeros in the first period. Offensive zone draw coming here for Austin. Beckwith wins the draw, sends it to Riley. Riley tries to send one through traffic. That one tipped through traffic by Ingstrup as he takes the puck and will have to skate back to the bench. That was a tough shot there through traffic. This one sent back out in the neutral zone and worked up against the boards by Gibbs. Gibbs will free up the puck. Send it back into his own zone by Mahler. Mahler will just shovel this one neutral zone. Riley picks this up for the Bruins as he'll try to work through traffic. Spencer with a nice stick there to break up a Bruins play as they'll send this far side corner deep into the Tauros zone with 3:11 to go in the first period of play. Small working behind the net. He'll give it to Mahler. Mahler is being defended very well by Sprays as he'll just be forced to send this along the boards into the neutral zone. Small will pick it up and send it to Spencer. Spencer with an opportunity here, one-on-one, and he'll send this and beat Solomon. Left side to get the Tauros on the board. Ian Spencer finds the back of the net to give the Tauros the early 1-0 lead. As Ian Spencer is the one to break the scoreless tie. So we'll get another look at it as puck is down and we are back underway. Tauros lead 1-0, 2:47 to go in the first period. This one worked back out in the neutral zone. Hagstrom just chipped this one back into the offensive zone. This one controlled by the Bruins as they'll try to get something going there. Nice pick off there by Owens. Owens will send this to James. James with a shot from the blue line. That one goes wide. It will ring back behind the net and eventually work back to the center of the ice and into the neutral zone. This one tried to get thrown to Patton. Paddington will finally control the puck and chop it along the near side boards. Torres do a nice job there, taking it away and sending it far side. Owens loses his footing as he falls and hits the ice. Bruins will control and send this into the offensive zone with 2 minutes remaining. So back and forth here. Bruins fire one in the offensive zone. That one cut off, controlled by James. James will skate back behind the net as Svedin. Svedin will send this to Uhala. Uhala forced to work it far side and eventually back in the neutral zone. It will find Uhala. Uhala skating far side. Pressure there forces him to skate back behind the net. Possession lost there by the Tauros. Bruins pick it up with 1:30. Ending in the period. This one sent far side into the neutral zone. So this one will be sent back into Bruin territory as they'll reset. Samuelson will fire this far side towards. They'll pick it up through traffic. Batten gains the line. Offensive zone. He'll leave it for O'Hannison. O'Hannison will fire one. That one, though, fanned on and controlled by Eli Brown for the Bruins as he'll send it behind the Toro net as they'll reset as Austin will get a change. Nice pick off there by Lipset. Lipset will fire this one in on net. That one soaked up, covered, and held by Svedin as we are under a minute to play in the first period. So we're going to replay the goal here. Ian Spencer on the breakaway beats Jack Solomon left side to give the Tauros the early 1-0 advantage. An offensive zone draw here for the Bruins is controlled, sent back up to the blue line. Long range shot, that one on net, goes wide and eventually behind the Toro net. This one controlled by Ingstrup. Ingstrup carries this near side neutral zone. Beckwith corral the puck for the Bruins as they'll start back up ice into the neutral zone. This one's sent near side to Beckwith. Beckwith skating, good defense there by Ingstrup. Big hit against the boards will break up the offensive zone rush for Austin as the Toros will control and send this far side to Edwards. Edwards will shove this in the neutral zone, and eventually the Bruins will control and get called for a whistle with 17.4 remaining. Offsides presented by Affinity First Federal Credit Union. Draw coming back center ice. In on the draw for the Toros. They'll tie up. Toros control. Just a handful of seconds remain as they'll try to work this far side up the boards. O'Hannison will control deep in the Toros zone and send it to James. James working along the boards. Both teams will battle. As the horn will sound. End of period number 1. Toros lead the Bruins 1-0. Credit an Ian Spencer goal. Assist there, courtesy of Adam Mahler. Mahler's second assist, Ian Spencer's first goal of the season. As the Toros will take a goal lead into the intermission. So we'll send it out to break and be back with the intermission report presented by Four Bears Casino and Lodge.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment. A chance to make history.
I said this
just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code HOCKEY100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
At Northwest Tire, we're part of your community, and we want you to be part of our family. We're about more than tires. We're about superior customer service to keep your vehicles and equipment safely rolling down the road. If you'd like to join a company that truly cares for our customers and employees, come work with us and become part of our growing family. Apply at nwtire.com.
Yeah, so you set it just like this, right by that water. Just like that. I'll hand you down there, though.
If you're taking a prescription opioid, please don't drink. Mixing alcohol or another drug increases your risk of overdose. Know how to be safe at behavioralhealth.nd.gov. Opioids, fill with care.
In life, there's good, better, and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
Alright, Grace. I need you to do me a huge favor, okay? When that gets to 0, hit that button. FIBC1. Okay, when that gets to 0, just hit that button. Thank you.
So the first shot will be down here. Alright, 1-0, Paul. Right here. All right, 1-1. Now we're going to send it all the way down. And nope. All right, we're going to listen to down.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion. and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
All right, we're here with the intermission interview. Ian Spencer. Ian, can you just walk me through that goal? With the Tauros on the board in the early lead here against Austin.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a group effort. Binger soaked the shot early, and then Smallsy found me. So it's a good play by those guys.
And can you just talk about what it feels like to be back out here? It's a Central Division opponent, obviously coming off the showcase. We're finally playing against the Bruins here. Just tell us a little bit about that and how it's felt to be out there.
We don't like the Bruins, so it's pretty fun, but we just got to keep playing with pride, and I think we're going to get the job done as long as we buy in all 60 minutes.
Do you guys in the last meeting, you and the Bruins meeting in the playoffs, does that add anything, at least from the standpoint of them? Has it been a really physical game so far?
Yeah, I mean, they started hard. I mean, I saw a couple interviews of those guys saying that we eliminated them last year, so they're definitely trying to hit us early, but we're kind of standing up and we're playing our game, and that's kind of getting to their heads.
And what's the mindset entering the second period now with the goal lead?
Pucks in deep, play with pride, keep playing our way.
Thank you.
Yep.
Contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
Raise your BPMs. If the open road is an open invitation,
you can breathe though. You can breathe.
then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing all cylinders.
Don't let talking about tough topics scare you. Talk to your child about the dangers of underage alcohol use today. This message brought to you by the First District Healthcare and the Minot Minotaur.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
We often think of frontiers as pages in the history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Welcome back. Yes, you are right in the middle.
As long as you have the back of someone in the midst of an overdose, North Dakota's Good Samaritan Law has yours. Learn how to save a life at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Opioids. Fill with care.
On the field, a lot of people know me as number 11. And while I really appreciate and value all the fans of number 11, Off the field, I appreciate how First Western Bank and Trust bankers take the time to learn about me and never treat me as just a number. You too can bank where you'll never be just an account number.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
And welcome back inside the Riverside Arena here in Austin, Minnesota. First period intermission report. The Four Bears Casino and Lodge intermission report as the Tauros with an early lead courtesy of Ian Spencer. Adam Mahler with his second helper of the year. Ian Spencer, his first goal of the year as the Tauros have a 1-0 advantage in their first Central Division game of the year. We'll get a replay on the goal neutral zone. Takeaway for the Tauros turns into some offensive points as Ian Spencer was found alone in the offensive zone and beat Jack Solomon left side to give the Tauros the early lead as they look to rebound, of course, off 2 losses to cap off the NAHL showcase. But just general feelings around the rink here are good. Talked to Ian Spencer at the intermission. He felt good getting on the board for the first time of the year. And of course, as he mentioned, as always, definitely physical play out there, not only in the Central Division, but especially against this Austin Bruins team. Both teams with power play opportunities. That killed off, though, 2 power play opportunities for the Tauros killed off by the Bruins, and then 1 power play opportunity for the Bruins killed off by the Tauros penalty killed unit. As always, a very solid job out there for special teams for the Tauros. As we will get to some scores, I should say out-of-town scores now that we are away from the showcase in Blaine, Minnesota. Rochester and Danbury, they're at the intermission. Rochester with a 3-1 lead. Philadelphia and Maryland 2-0 lead at the intermission. New Jersey and Northeast a 4-1 lead also at the intermission. New Hampshire and Elmira, New Hampshire with a slim 1-goal lead, 3-2 at the intermission as well. Maine and Johnstown, they're tied up at 3-3. That one midway through the second period. Anchorage and Wisconsin, that one's still scoreless at the intermission. Some Central Division action between North Iowa and St. Cloud. They're scoreless through 1. Of course, Oklahoma and Shreveport also tied up. Final few seconds of the first period in that one. Watertown and Aberdeen, that South Dakota rivalry now with the addition of Watertown. Aberdeen leads 2-0 at the break. Minnesota and Bismarck are scoreless at the intermission as well. So, like we mentioned before, Central Division off to a good start at the showcase. Some of those teams looking to continue that as we enter divisional play. But for things here inside the Riverside Arena, like we mentioned, Tauros with an early 1-0 lead after the first period. Ian Spencer on the goal for the Tauros. As we will send it back out to break, and when we return, second period action here in Austin, Minnesota on the Minotaur Network. I went down there. Yeah.
Circle
And I was like out of breath.
Sanitation is
And
a
then he was like,
locally
how's the
owned
problem?
family
And I was like,
business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Don't let talking about tough topics scare you. Talk to your child about the dangers of underage alcohol use today. This message brought to you by the 1st District Health Unit and the Minot Minotaur.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment, a chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score. Use promo code Hockey100. Visit
Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Don't let your house become haunted with bad decisions. Say no to underage drinking in your home. This message brought to you by the 1st District Health Unit and the Minot Minotauros.
Jack O'Hannison. You're watching Minotauros Hockey on NAHLTV.com.
And welcome back here on the Minotauro Network. Edward Neiman along for the call here. Tauros with a 1-0 lead. We want to remind fans the home opener next weekend at Mesa Arena, October 11th against the St. Cloud Norsemen. 7:35 p.m. puck drop. You can scan the QR code to buy tickets. We want that place packed. Tauros finally return home, of course, on the road in Blaine and then here in Austin. So we anticipate a good environment as the Tauros take on the Norsemen on the Pepsi rink. They saw the Norsemen preseason at the Mesa, but it was on the Eck rink. So fans an opportunity to see the Tauros regular season on the Pepsi rink as they are excited to play in front of the home crowd. So, Tauros break what was somewhat of a scoring drought, you could say. 129 minutes and 15 seconds between goals. Ian Spencer breaks that, getting his first goal on the year. And for those of you who are interested, 91.7% of players in the Forebears over-unders are still alive after the first period. So solid pick so far from those of you out there playing. As both teams return to the ice, we await second period play. Bruins yet to lose so far this season. They notched wins against North Iowa, New Hampshire, and two other teams that I'm forgetting, Kobe.
Elmira.
And
North Iowa.
And North Iowa. So, nonetheless, Tauros with the lead here. Take a look at our point leaders for Minot so far. Jack O'Hennison, Jesse Uhala, Billy Batten all up there with 3 points. Jack Edwards and John Small with 2 of their own.
Now from that assist. Small's got 3
and
now.
Small will have 3
after that assist
with the assist. So he joins the category really balanced points so far from the Tauros as both returners and some of the newer guys get in. As the puck is down and away we go. Second period. Tauros win the draw. They'll send this in the offensive zone. Austin controls. They'll hack this up along the boards. Tauros will check up and eventually gain the line, but this one's poked back out in the neutral zone by Paddington as Tauros will regroup in their own zone. This one thrown back out in the neutral zone and eventually tossed back to Tui. Tui works far side to Hagstrom. Hagstrom will send this cross ice and it'll go the distance for an icing. Icings are brought to you by Minot's finest collision center. Draw will come back out in Toro territory. As this one will come to Svedin's right side. Bachhoven's checking in from Bonfire Theater. Appreciate you all joining us. Second period action here. Tauros and Bruins. Uhala in on the draw for the Tauros. They'll tie up and puck will eventually be freed up and controlled by the Tauros. Hagstrom works it in the near side corner. He'll work it to Batten. Batten throw it in the neutral zone. Uhala picks up. He skates in and fires one. That one goes wide left of the net. Rebound off the back boards, and Uhala will briefly control his own shot. Rebound as Bruins will try to work this back up in the neutral zone. This one save made as Hagstrom will keep it in the offensive zone. This one, though, intercepted and turned back up into the neutral zone by Melgren. This one, though, worked back along the boards and into the near side corner, controlled by Austin. This one shoveled neutral zone. Paddington couldn't get a stick on it. This one will be sent back out in the defensive zone to Mahler. Mahler look for Spencer along the boards. Spencer will eventually control and throw this one across ice, near side corner. Small working near side corner. This puck squirts onto the center of the net. Small with an opportunity. That one couldn't find a home in the back of the net. Tauros still lurking near side. Small will send this out to Mahler. Mahler, the quick shot off there by Spencer, centering pass there. Tauros pressuring early this second period. This one rung near side corner by Edwards. Edwards will send this to Bulis as that shot on net is soaked up and held by Solomon with 18:05 to go in the second period. Another look at that action in front of the net. Good opportunity there. John Small is working far side. Solomon got caught out of his net for a brief moment. Tauros couldn't quite get there, but they'll keep it in the offensive zone with the draw coming. Small wins the draw for the Tauros. This one's sent back out to Ingstrup. Ingstrup will send this along the blue line to Gibbs. Gibbs, his shot tipped through traffic by Beckwith. This puck will roll near side corner and eventually around Solomon's net. Bruins will pick this one up far side. Will send it neutral zone to Lipset. Lipset gains the line. skating through traffic. Nice job there by Ingstrup to poke this one out of control and eventually force the Bruins to reset along the near side boards. Lund will send this around the Toro net. Shot from the blue line. That one blocked and battered near side. So the Tauros will send this back out in the neutral zone. Kaiser controls for the Bruins, but he'll just clear this one behind the Toro net as the race is on for the loose pucks. Svedin will eventually decide just to throw this far side as it'll ricochet off the boards and work its way into the offensive zone. Small there, backhanded try, save made by the Bruins. Small back in the center of the net. That one fired, that one ricocheted off the blocker and sent back out in the neutral zone. Solomon with a couple good breaks here. Tauros pressuring early as this one's thrown back into the Toro defensive zone behind the net. Eventually picked up and worked far side. Tui near side corner will try to chop this up the boards. Bruins though control Mockinson. Mockinson will fire this one blocked up into the air and eventually gloved and dropped by Nichols as they'll battle in the far side corner. Both teams trying to free up this one as it'll eventually get worked up ice along the boards. Torres will pick this one up in the neutral zone. Owens enters the offensive zone. He'll fire one wide on net. That one blocked up and out of play for a whistle with 16:14 to go in the second period. As we'll get another look at the replay here. John Small with a backhanded try. That one rebounded out to the far side as Solomon was caught out of position. Nice job there, though, by Jake Sprates to clear that one out of the danger zone and eventually back into the neutral zone as we'll get back underway here. Defensive zone draw won by the Bruins. They'll skate this one into the Toros territory, far side up against the boards. This one hacked free. Given to James. James works far side corner. Try to get this one out of the zone. Bruins block that one through traffic. Will keep working offensive zone. This one fired that one through traffic and eventually fired back on net and held and covered by Svedina. Melgren there. A decent opportunity shot on net. Svedina. The nice save. Got Carol Kors checking in from Warroad. A lot of you checking in both on Facebook and YouTube. His draws one quick shot on net by Melgrim off the draw for the Bruins. This one once again soaked up and held by Svedina. Shots on net through this point in favor of the Toros, 17-10. Just 6 shots on net for that Bruins team in the first period. Offensive zone draw tied up and eventually controlled by the Toros as they'll skate this into the neutral zone and shovel this high as Nichols crashes in front of the net. This one, loose puck. Solomon will eventually find it and cover it, and once again, things picking up post-whistle in this second period of play. Saw a collective 3 power plays in the first period, none of which, though, that really had to do with post-whistle shenanigans. Is get another look at things in front of the net. Toro's doing a nice job creating a lot of traffic and some loose pucks.
Wrong replay.
Offensive zone draw coming for the Toros with 15:30 to go in the first period of, the second period of play now. Funk in on the draw for the Toros. He's out there along with Gibbs, Ingstrup, Acoin, and Nichols. Aruza on the face-off for Austin. Aruza will win this. He'll send this to the corner to Lund. Lund will try to work this back along the boards as Toros control, but Bruins poke this back out in neutral zone. Aruza working near side. He'll enter the offensive zone. He'll leave it for Riley. Riley will fire one on net. That one, pad save. Bruins still working as Riley shoots one. That one goes wide left of the net. This one will roll near side. The Bruins are forced to clear this one to avoid the offsides, and Tauros will control back behind the net. Ingstrup sends it to Gibbs. Gibbs works it up to Aucoin. Aucoin can't quite settle that one down as it will bounce up in the air and eventually the distance for an icing. Icings are brought to you by Minot's finest collision center. Sandy's checking in from Fargo. Nelson's checking in from Minot. Sally B checking in with the Chicago crew. Moreno checking in. Anderson's mom is checking in from Michigan. The Bruins will have an offensive zone draw back with on the draw against Aucoin. Draw one by the Tauros. Ingstrup will send this around the net. Big hit there, far side. Bruins still working as they control and send this behind the Toro net. This one will be battled up against the near side boards. Both teams working, and eventually this puck will be freed up for a brief moment. Lipset will just send it back along the boards as eventually this puck will be chipped high up into the air, back into the neutral zone. Gestad will work this back around the net for the Bruins. This one worked back up to the blue line. Long shot on net. That one gloved and held by Svedin as we'll get some more pushing and shoving following the whistle. So, new year, but definitely the same physical play that we are accustomed to between these two Central Division opponents. A replay there. Nice, easy glove save there by Svedin as he returns after a really solid year last year, and he was a big part of that Central Cup run for the Tauros. He looks for more of the same. The defensive zone draw won by the Tauros. Good pickoff there by the Bruins as they'll fire one in from the blue line. That one tipped through traffic. This one worked up along the boards and eventually into the neutral zone. Uhala controls, gains the line. He's got some space. He works, fires one, beats Solomon. Right side up in the corners. The Tauros will add to the lead. 2-0. Courtesy of Jesse Uhala, who has found the net now 3 times. As the Tauros will take a 2-0 lead. We'll get the replay here. Jesse Uhala worked with some space near side, gained the line, and beats Solomon up into the corner. Puck is down, and we are back underway. So I'll use this moment in time to remind Kobe that Jesse Uhala was my player to watch pre-game, so even a broken clock is right twice a day. Tauros working offensive zone. This one back behind the net. Edwards up against the boards. This one hacked into the far side corner. This will be rung back around the Bruin net and eventually controlled and sent neutral zone by Austin. Tauros reset in their own zone. Pressure made by the Bruins as this one's tipped up and eventually controlled far side and sent wide on net. This one controlled by the Bruins. Riley out there will try to find a man along the boards at the blue line, but it'll get rolled out into the defensive zone. Bruins will have to reset. They're working far side along the boards. Awesome. This one tried to get sent in on net. Edwards through traffic. Wolitsky through traffic as this one will eventually roll near side corner. Both teams working. Puck finally freed up. Small out there. Delayed call. Svedin's out of his net, and the Bruins will touch up. Tauros will go to the power play. With 12:37 to go, we'll see what the call is here. Is Gavin Aruza taken to the box. The third power play opportunity here for the Tauros. So we'll get another look at the goal by Jesse Uhala. to add on to this Toro lead. Tripping is the call, so Toros with their third power play opportunity of the night. Power play presented by First Western Bank and Trust. Small out there on the draw. Toros will win this. They'll send it up to O'Hannison at the blue line. O'Hannison gives it to Spencer. Spencer back to O'Hannison. Hannison skates in, fires that shot. That one blocked wide and sent near side. Batten sends this back around the net to Small. Small back up to O'Hannison. O'Hannison will leave this for Spencer. Spencer works far side across ice. Pass to Aucoin. Aucoin can't quite settle that one down and tries to find Small crashing in on the net center ice. This one tipped to the blue line and saved by Aucoin in the offensive zone. Toros continue to pressure. 1:30 to go on the power play opportunity, as this one is eventually cleared into the neutral zone and eventually back into the Toros territory. Toros will have to retreat and retrieve. 1:17 to go on the power play. O'Hannison get held up along the board, so he'll leave it for Spence. Spencer will ring it around the net to Batten. Batten works to Aucoin into the neutral zone. This one sent across the blue line too Small. Nice job there by the Bruins to take this one away and clear it the distance with just under a minute to go on the First Western Bank and Trust power play. Spencer controls neutral zone far side. He'll give it to Marvin Cordes. Marvin Cordes skates in the offensive zone and will get called for an offsides. 45 remaining on the power play. The draw will come back out in the neutral zone. Offsides presented by Affinity First Federal Credit Union. Tabulis out there with Edwards, Mahler, Hagstrom, and Marvin Cordes, excuse me. This draws one in the neutral zone by the Bruins. Though this fired this one the distance. Svedin gloves and drops this one, leaves it for Mahler. Mahler was taken down in the corners. That will draw a call. So another man will be sent to the box for the Bruins. So the Toros a 5-on-3 for 33 seconds. Get another look at that call in the corner. So the Toros 5-on-3 for 33 seconds and then a man advantage for just under a minute and a half. Bruins win the defensive zone face-off. They'll ring this around the boards in the distance. So Toros will reset behind their own net. Uhala works it in the neutral zone to Small. Small skates through traffic, neutral zone, as eventually this one will be shoveled offensive zone. Uhala works center ice. He fires one and finds the top right corner again.
That's before so we're still on the power play.
Is the Toros lead will swell to 3. Jesse Uhala with his second of the night, beating Solomon to the same corner as the second goal. Is the Toros will still have a man advantage, one man released from the box. So a 5-on-4 for a minute 38 here. Toros lead 3-0. Toros win the center ice draw. This one sent into the Bruins zone back behind the net and worked up to Hagstrom. Hagstrom to Mahler. Mahler sends it to Tabulis. Tabulis fires one on net. That one rebound near side. So Mahler will work from the blue line. So he'll chip this down along the boards. Tabulis fans on a shot. This one controlled behind the net and sent back up to Hagstrom. Hagstrom along the boards to Mahler. Marvin Cordes to Mahler. Mahler center ice. He fires one. That one goes wide, blocked up and out of play by Solomon with 1:02 to go on the power play. Jesse Uhala with his 4th on the year, 2nd of the night. Ian Spencer and Billy Batten on the assists. The Toros finally cash in on a power play. They lead. I suppose I should update the score as well. 3-0. Second period offensive zone draw, one for the Toros. Just under a minute to play on the 5-and-4. Tabulis works near side. He'll fire one and find the back of the net. for the Toros' 4th goal of the night. He threads the needle, beating Solomon near side as the Toros add yet another. This one credited to Leo Tabulis as the Toros now lead 4-0 with 10:03 to go in the second period. A tight angle shot, and really you gotta tip your hat to Tabulis on that one, finding just enough room, and eventually at the back of the net as the Bruins will call for a timeout midway through this second period. So the recap of the scoring here, Ian Spencer found the back of the net for his first of the night in the first period, but then the second period, Jesse Uhala netted one just 5:57 in the second frame. Assist from Billy Batten. That's Batten's 4th assist of the year. Jack O'Hannison also credited with a helper, his 3rd on the season. Uhala then just about 3.5 minutes later beat Solomon's same top right corner for his 4th on the year. Spencer and Batten on the assist. Spencer's 2nd assist, Batten's 5th assist of the year. And then less than a minute later, Leo Tabulis, his 1st of the year. Mahler and Hagstrom on the assists. That brings us where we are at, with the Toros leading the Bruins 4-0. As we'll break from the timeout, back center ice draw. Funk out on the draw for the Toros. This one won by the Bruins. They'll send this near side to Stad. Will ring it back behind the Toro net. Svedina out of his net will fire this far side off the boards. Toros will work this near side to a coin. A coin sends it in the neutral zone. Nichols can't quite get a stick on it, so it'll trickle all the way into Bruin territory. Bruins will pursue a loose puck back out in the neutral zone. Both teams will work up against the boards. This puck finally freed up and controlled by the Bruins and sent back behind the Toro net by Malkansen. Malkansen's shot there corralled by Mahler as Toros will control, send this along the blue line into the neutral zone to James. James skates into the offensive zone. He'll fire one that's tipped through traffic. This puck will roll into the far side corner. Bruins will corral, control, and try to get this back out in the neutral zone. Nice job there by Ty James to keep this into the offensive zone, but the Bruins will control and send it back out in the neutral zone. Toros will have to reset. Gibbs works this offensive zone along the boards and will send it to the far side corner. This puck is fired off the boards by Batten as he looks for an open man. Big hit there, far side corner. That one is going to draw a call as Connor Walitsky will go to the box for the Toros. As Minot will go back to the Papa John's PK for the second time tonight with 8:49 to go in the second period. So Bruins with an opportunity here perhaps to chip into this 4-goal Toro lead. Offensive zone draw is won by the Toros and sent the distance, so Austin will have to reset. Walitsky sent to the box for checking from behind. Toros pressure, so Austin having to work hard to get this out of their own zone. This one eventually found Lorenza near side. Lorenza will send this far side into the offensive zone to Lund. Lund setting up the power play. He'll work it along the blue line to Malkansen. Malkansen to Lorenza. Lorenza fires that one blockered up and out of play by Svedin with 1:26 to go on the Papa John's PK for the Toros. This draw will come back out to Svedin's right side. Owens out there for the Toros on the draw. He's joined by Batten, Gibbs, and Hagstrom on the PK unit. This draw is tied up and eventually found by the Toros and cleared. As Solomon is out of his net and will have to reset the power play with 1:15 remaining on the extra man advantage for the Bruins. This one worked far side in the neutral zone by Lund. Lund will hack this along the boards and it will trickle into the corner as Tauros pressuring Billy Batten and Gibbs in on that one, forces the Bruins to ring this back around the net. This one controlled by Lorenza. Lorenza finally finds Malkhansen. Malkhansen fires one to Lund as he gets a shot on goal, rejected by Svedin and eventually cleared back out by the Tauros with 45 seconds remaining on the power play. Bruins working this out of their zone. Skating in. Back behind the net and trying to feed a shot, centering pass there. And shot. Good save made by Svedina. As that will stop play with 27 seconds remaining on the power play. 7:16 to go in the second period. Shots on goal in favor of the Tauros, 23-15 total. Shots on goal, though, tied in this period, 9-9. As Svensson is out on the draw for the Bruins. This one tipped back behind the Toro net and eventually worked near side corner by the Bruins. Spencer working up against Mellgren near side. Mellgren will work this back into the corner for the Bruins as this one will be held up and pinned up against the boards. Ty James working against three Bruin players as this puck will finally be freed up and we sent back into the corners. Another battle will ensue up against the boards with 2 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Toros as they'll come even strength. Batten out of the box, O'Hannison on the ice. O'Hannison works from the blue line into the offensive zone. He'll leave this along the boards. This one centering pass there for Spence. Spence, not quite enough room to get a clean shot off. As we'll get a stoppage of play here with 6:36 to go. I believe this is the media timeout. As the Toros successfully kill the power play. As they will maintain a 4-goal lead here. 3 of those goals coming in this second period. And, you know, coming out of the Springfield shutout loss, I should say, 3-0, you know, if you're Cody Campbell and company wanting the Toros to get on the board early, and they did that via the Ian Spencer goal, but then did a nice job adding on to it in this second period. Jesse Uhala with 2 of those goals, and Tabulis with the other one, putting a lot of pressure on Jack Solomon, who, credit to Jack Solomon, has been really solid here through the first couple of games for the Bruins. We talked about it in the pregame. The Bruins only surrendering 4 goals through 4 games, just a goal in each of their contests so far. As we'll take a look at games around the division. An update on the Watertown and Aberdeen game. Aberdeen up 3-0 over Watertown. That one midway through the second period. Bismarck and Minnesota, the Mallards that is. Bismarck with a 1-0 lead. That one also halfway through the second period of play. North Iowa and St. Cloud still scoreless. The final 5 minutes of the second period there. So some competitive games across the board here in the Central Division. And with the additional games, every game means just a bit more in interdivisional play as this one sent out in the neutral zone. Bruins reset. Destad will send this back up, try to find Beckwith. Beckwith can't settle that one down. This one will squirt back behind the Toro net and eventually worked near side corner. 6:15 remaining. Toros control. Tui skates up ice. He'll try to send it to Batten. Batten can't control. Nice job there by a trailing Uhala to control this one. He'll send one on net. That one blocked and saved. Rebound out in front of the net. Toros can't penetrate the net there as this one is sent back on net by Ingstrup. Ingstrup's shot goes wide left of the net. This one controlled off the rebound of the boards and eventually cleared the distance. So the Toros will work back out of their own zone. Uhala works up ice far side. He'll just forced to ring this one off the boards. Toros will get a change off here. Nichols and Funk back out on the ice working far side. It's Mellgren It's held up there against the boards as Bruins with a backhanded try. Their easy save by Svedin as Tauros will control. Nichols will send this along the blue line in their own zone. Eventually worked neutral zone by Funk. Funk works along the far side. He still skate back around the net. Centering pass there, no one home. Gibbs, though, controls, keeps this one in the offensive zone. He'll send this back around the net. Funk pursuing a loose puck. A Coin will clean that one up and try to work it down the boards as Coin's taken down and hits the ice. Bruins control, under 5 minutes to play here in the second period of play. Bruins will chip this one back out in neutral zone. Mahler will advance this one back up to Nichols. Nichols tries to find Mahler as this puck's freed up and sent back into the Toro defensive zone. Nice hustle play there by Ty James to corral a puck with pressure being sent by the Bruins as this one is sent on net by Lund. Nice break up there through traffic. Pucks work to the far side corner. Tauros will free this one up. This one controlled and sent down the boards by Cole Ward. So bouncing puck is eventually controlled by Lund. Lund can't find anyone cross ice. Tauros control near side corner in their own zone. This one chipped way up in the air and eventually find its way into the Bruins territory. They'll reset and send this one down the far side boards. Tauros do a nice job defensively through traffic to break that one up. Solomon out of his net, far side corner will bring this back around the net near side. Far shot on net there. I believe that was Tui in on that one, just shoveling that one into the offensive zone for the Tauros. This one worked back up the boards to Tui. Tui fakes the shot. Will work it far side across the blue line now. Hagstrom. Hagstrom. He'll skate in fine. Tabulis. Tabulis with a shot that goes wide left of net. Tauros still working offensive zone. Owens will give this back to Hagstrom. Hagstrom fires one up through traffic. That one tipped. For a whistle, and I'm not exactly sure what the call is here. Maybe it, I don't know, it would be, draw will come back out in neutral zone nevertheless. With 3:32 to go in this second frame, 3 goals in this period for the Tauros. They're looking for more. So Owens on the draw for the Tauros. They'll work this offensive zone. Charlie Owens with a shot. That one soaked up and saved by Solomon for a whistle. Shots on goal now. Favor of the Tauros in this period, 13-10.
(27-16) for the game.
27-16 in favor of the Tauros for the game. So Tauros doing a nice job applying consistent pressure throughout this one. Obviously it's showing on the scoreboard as offensive zone draw comes for the Tauros. Owens on the draw. He'll give this to Marvin Cordes. He just tries to fire a quick shot on net. This one tipped back onto the neutral zone. Tauros reset. Wolitsky in pursuit of a loose puck. It'll eventually be settled down by Gibbs. Gibbs will work this backhanded up in the air and to the neutral zone. Stad will send it to Sprays. Sprays works neutral zone. Good defense there by Tabulis. Will force Sprays just to shovel this one to the offensive zone for the Tauros. They'll work up against the boards as Beckwith will lose his stick, and this one will be sent back behind the net, controlled by the Tauros. Good job there by the Bruins to take this one back away. Quick shot on net. That one blocker saved up in the air. Spray's still working for the Bruins. They'll send this near side to Samuelson. Samuelson not able to control that one as the Tauros will clear this one back behind Solomon's net with 2:36 to go in this second period. This one
I promise.
Thrown back into the neutral zone. Wolitsky tries to control. Both guys hit the ice, and that will draw a call as I believe the Tauros are going to go to the box here. Wolitsky will be sent in. Tauros will go to the Papa John's PK with 2:30 to go here in the second period. So Wolitsky will pick up his second period, or his second penalty of the period. Excuse me. So he'll get called for a holding along the near side. So the Bruins with an opportunity here. Offensive zone draw. Cleared back out of the neutral zone by Ian Spencer. Ian Spencer in on the pressure will force the Bruins to work this back out to the far side boards. Paddington will try to get something going there. Nice job by the Tauros to crash the boards and force this one back out into the neutral zone. This one shoveled back into the offensive zone by Malk Hansen. This one will ring back around the Toro net near side corner and eventually sent far side, and Malk Hansen can't get a stick on it. So with under 2 minutes to play here, Bruins forced to reset and regroup behind their own net. This one worked into the neutral zone by Lorenzo. Lorenzo skating near side. He'll send this one around the net. Malk Hansen will fire it back to Lorenzo as 1 minute and 5 seconds remain on the power play. Lund sends this far side to Malk Hansen. Malk Hansen tries to find Lorenzo near side, but that one's tipped through traffic and eventually cleared the distance by the Tauros. 55 seconds remain on the Papa John's at PK. Malk Hansen skates far side. He'll ring this around the net. Haruza in on pursuit as this one is worked into the near side corner. Malk Hansen will finally corral a freed puck. So it'll be worked back behind the net. And sent far side. Haruza looking for an open man as they'll work this back up to the blue line. 25 seconds remain. Bruins setting up the power play. This one's sent in front of the net. Tauros tip it out through traffic. Ingstrup will send this back behind the net and eventually will ring into the neutral zone, controlled by Melgren. Sent to Samuelson as the Bruins will make one last push here with 10 seconds remain. This is worked behind the Toro net, sent to Haruza. Haruza meets it in the near side corner. This one centering pass there for Melgren. Melgren couldn't get an angle on it as the Tauros come even strength with 25 seconds remaining. A long-range shot on net. That one gloved and held by Svedina for a whistle with 22.8 seconds remaining in the second period of play. Some more check-ins here on socials. Batten's checking in from Phoenixville and State College in Pennsylvania. Kaylee Dosh and Case Shaw checking in from home. As offensive zone draw comes for Lorenzo for the Bruins. This one sent behind the net. Sverdina with a couple of good saves there as this puck bounces in front of the net and eventually cleared by the Tauros with 10 seconds remaining in the period. Lund in on pursuit for the Bruins is he'll work this along the near side. Paddington will fire this to Lorenzo. Lorenzo will skate in the neutral zone. Can't do much with that as the horn sounds and time expires in the second period of play. Tauros add on to what was a one-goal lead at the first intermission is now a 4-goal lead. Credit Jesse Uhala on 2 of them and Leo Tabulis on the 4th. So we'll send it out to break, and when we come back, the Forebears intermission report after these short messages.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down, go volume up. Go in, go out, go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Don't let talking about tough topics scare you. Talk to your child about the dangers of underage alcohol use today. This message brought to you by the 1st District Health Unit and the Minot Minotauros.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Hi, I'd like to add my new motorcycle to my insurance policy, please.
Greetings. Is it a moped or unicycle?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Unicycling enhances core body strength.
No, it's a motorcycle. It has 2 wheels, a seat, handlebars.
Does it have rocket boosters?
Can I speak to a live agent?
Impossible. All agents have been neutralized.
At Farmers Union Insurance, technology is important, and so is finding the best options for our clients, person to person. Farmers Union Insurance. Local agents, more options, great rates.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Don't let your house become haunted with bad decisions. Say no to underage drinking in your home. This message brought to you by the 1st District Health Unit and the Minot Minotauros.
So we're back on the ice with the Farmers Union intermission interview. Yasi Yuhala, can you just walk us through those 2 goals in that second period?
Yeah, I mean, what a passes from Ohani and just good plays from our line the whole period, and yeah.
Is there any secret to the hot start so far? You had 2 in the national team game and now 2 here. Is there any secret to this hot start to begin the season?
I think we had such a good training camp and just started from there, and my line mates Billy and Ohani, and they're so good and helping me to score. So yeah.
What do you guys need to do to get out of here with a win?
We just gotta keep going, play our game fast, and yeah, keep going.
So we'll send it back out to break, and on the other side, more of the Four Bears Casino and Lodge intermission report.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
As long as you have the back of someone in the midst of an overdose, North Dakota's Good Samaritan Law has yours. Learn how to save a life at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Opioids. Fill with care.
On the field, a lot of people know me as number 11. And while I really appreciate and value all the fans of number 11, off the field, I appreciate how First Western Bank and Trust bankers take the time to learn about me and never treat me as just a number. You too can bank where you'll never be just an account number.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment. A chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code HOCKEY100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
At Northwest Tire, we're part of your community, and we want you to be part of our family. We're about more than tires. We're about superior customer service to keep your vehicles and equipment safely rolling down the road. If you'd like to join a company that truly cares for our customers and employees, come work with us and become part of our growing family. Apply at nwtire.com.
We'll talk about that post game. Okay.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
If you're taking a prescription opioid, please don't drink. Mixing alcohol or another drug increases your risk of overdose.
You're good.
Know how to be safe at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Yeah.
Opioids. Fill with care.
Okay.
In life, there's
So
good,
we'll do
better,
20 seconds to the rejoin.
and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts, and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
Keeps you rolling down the road.
We're good.
And welcome back to the Forebears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. Tauros with a 4-goal lead here at the second break. Jesse Uhala got the second goal of the night for the Tauros to begin the second period scoring for Minot. Found the assist from Billy Batten, and Jack O'Hannison he notched his third of the season so far. We mentioned it in the interview. 2 goals in that national team game, and finds another here, and found another one 4 minutes later for his 4th of the season. Assists on that one from Ian Spencer and Billy Batten. Spencer's 2nd assist of the season and Batten's 5th assist of the season as Uhala stays hot. And then Leo Tabulis notches his 1st of the season with assists coming from Adam Mahler and Leon Hagstrom to give the Tauros the 4-0 lead here against the Austin Bruins. Tauros looking for their 2nd win of the season with one more period to hold off what has been a really hot Austin Bruins squad thus far in the Central Division. As we'll get to some out-of-town scores here, Rochester and Danbury. Rochester now with a 3-2 lead with time expiring in the 3rd period. So that will go final. Philadelphia and Maryland. Time expired in the 3rd period. That one goes final as well. Maryland wins 2-0. Northeast beats New Jersey 6-2. As New Hampshire wins against Elmira 6-3. That one a final as well. Johnstown and Maine midway through that 3rd period tied up 3-3. Anchorage and Wisconsin through 2 periods of play just getting underway in the 3rd period. Wisconsin with a 2-1 lead over Anchorage. North Iowa and St. Cloud still scoreless. That one at the 2nd intermission. Oklahoma and Shreveport. Shreveport up on the Warriors 2-1. That one also at the 2nd intermission. Down in South Dakota, Aberdeen still holds on to a 4-1 lead over Watertown. Final couple minutes of the 2nd period in that one. Minnesota and Bismarck at the 2nd intermission. Bismarck with a 3-0 lead over Minnesota. As Minnesota Wilderness and Springfield. The Wilderness with a 3-2 lead there at the 2nd intermission. Amarillo and Lone Star, all Texas battle there. Lone Star up 2-1. That one through 5 minutes of play in the 2nd period. New Mexico and Corpus Christi still scoreless midway through the 2nd period in that one. In El Paso with a 1-0 lead over Colorado. That one at the 1st intermission. And then Janesville and Kenai yet to play. That one 7:30 p.m. Alaskan time. As we bring you back inside the Riverside Arena here, we want to remind folks the home opener next Friday on the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. You can scan the QR code there and get tickets. Tauros take on the St. Cloud Norsemen, 7:35 puck drop, both Friday and Saturday night, although Friday, the big night, of course, being the home opener with a lot of fun things planned at the Mesa Arena. You won't want to miss that one. So once again, scan that QR code. Get your tickets now. Expect a big crowd back at home as the Toros are I tell you, the players are more than excited to be back in front of the home crowd, especially being regular season play. So with that, we're going to send it out to a Chuck Owens mic'd up that we did at practice this week. That one, very fun one to film, and I think you guys will enjoy that one. So we'll roll that.
Hey. I'm Mike today. I'm Mike. Heads up, I'm Mike. I'm Mike. Hey. Reminder, I'm Mike. I'm Mike. I'm Mike, boys. Hey, life for the PK. Can't complain, right?
Batman, is that you?
Get out of here. Cool, do you know who that goalie is? We have a goalie out here.
Hey, I think he's high school.
You want to say it? Yeah, you want to say anything?
You might.
Oh, yeah. Don't put that one on the camera. Gibby, are you eating? I'm eating. Okay, what should I do? Tell me. No, we're not having fun anymore. Ooh. Oh! Sweeto, how are you feeling?
This PK sucks.
This PK sucks? But we're told to suck.
I know, that's what sucks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just want to make sure the camera knows that. We're supposed to suck.
Oh, yeah, you might have to figure out about that. Yeah, I know we can't.
I feel like someone watches this is probably like, holy crap, these guys.
Yeah, it's so tough when like the PK just like has to stand there.
Well, I can't do anything.
I know.
What do you got to say to the Minot fans though across the world?
I don't know. Excited for the first home game.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Let's pack it. Let's get loud.
Yeah, Pappy's gonna be.
Cowbells, horns, everything. Let's get Minot on their feet, eh? I don't know what noise that was. Murray, that's style. It's me. Don't worry, it's me, boys. Yeah, center. Small, John Small. Small. DD.
Mike's up.
What do you gotta say?
Gretzky here. Best player gets the pink J.
Yep.
Best player gets the pink J.
Yep, every week.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment, a chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code HOCKEY100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
At Northwest Tire, we're part of your community, and we want you to be part of our family. We're about more than tires. We're about superior customer service to keep your vehicles and equipment safely rolling down the road. If you'd like to join a company that truly cares for our customers and employees, come work with us and become part of our growing family. Apply at nwtire.com.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
If you're taking a prescription opioid, please don't drink. Mixing alcohol or another drug increases your risk of overdose. Know how to be safe at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Opioids. Fill with care.
In life, there's good, better, and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts, and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down, go volume up. Go in, go out, go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Don't let talking about tough topics scare you. Talk to your child about the dangers of underage alcohol use today. This message brought to you by the 1st District Health Unit and the Minot Minotauros.
Tauros fans, I'm John Small. You're watching Minotauros Hockey on NAHLTV.com.
And welcome back to the Minotauro Network. Third period action here between the Tauros and Bruins. Tauros lead 4-0, 3 goals in. That second period is good for a 4-goal lead into that second intermission. Puck is down and away we go. Third period action, with this one being sent into the Tauros offensive zone quickly and battled up against the far side boards. Both teams with 4 of their players somewhat in on the action. This one finally freed up and corralled by the Bruins. This one sent back in the neutral zone as the Bruins skate in on that one. E.J. Paddington tried to get something going along the far side. He's dumped it in back behind the Toro net. This one now worked near side boards. Paddington centers a shot there. Couldn't quite settle it down. Bruins send another one in on there. Tauros do a nice job tipping that one through traffic. Mellgren trying to find someone in front of the net. This one sent back out in the neutral zone.
Hit the bench.
And tipped up and out of play. Hit some Tauros out on the bench. So we'll get a whistle here with 19:10 to go in the third period. Tauros looking to hang on. Tauros with a 7-shot on goal advantage here, 27 through 20 through 2 periods of play. Austin, though, outshot the Tauros 14-13 in that second frame. So Austin still looking for the back of the net for the first time tonight. Offensive zone draw coming. Aruza on the draw for the Bruins. This one won by the Tauros and quickly sent back behind the net of Lucas Fadina. And the Tauros attempt to chip this one out in the neutral zone. This one, though, settled back down deep in Toro territory. This one worked near side corner. This one controlled and sent in by the Bruins. This one worked near the net there by Malk Hansen. Nobody home for the Bruins as this one will squirt back out in the neutral zone. Bruins forced to reset deep inside their own defensive zone. This one sent along the boards. That pass was intended for Malk Hansen. Good defense there by Ty James to break up that pass as this one will simmer down in the far side corner and eventually be whistled dead with 18:30 to go in the final period of regulation. Tauros cashing in 2 of 4 power play opportunities so far, 50%. 50% efficiency on the power play will get you a lot of good things.
Coming in 0 for 11, too.
And Austin 0 for 3 on their power play, so Tauros all around doing a nice job on special teams. We mentioned in the pregame show it was going to be definitely a pivotal part in this one, and we definitely have seen that so far. Tauros control this neutral zone. This one worked down in Ingstrup. Ingstrup will just clear this one back behind the net of Jack Solomon. Both teams will work up against the boards. This one finally worked free and controlled and corralled by the Bruins. This one skated far side by Lund. Lund will skate this one in, fire one on net. That one blocked out in front of the net and eventually controlled by the Bruins. Nice job there by Lucas Svedin, I should say, controlling that one and sending it off the net as the Tauros will take this one and clear it into the Bruin defensive zone. 17:38 to go. Tauros looking to hold on as they're in search for their second win of the year. This one worked back on a neutral zone. Tauros, they'll throw it right back deep into the Bruin zone. This one then cleared by the Bruins. Both teams will clear and change as Hagstrom will control this in the defensive zone, work this one along the boards, eventually into the neutral zone. This one freed up and controlled by Austin. This one worked up through the zone and taken across the blue line by Paddington. Paddington met with some good defense by Hagstrom. Hagstrom still working against Paddington behind the net. This one worked near side corner. Williams will shovel one in from the blue line for the Bruins to keep this in the offensive zone. Tui in on pursuit for a loose puck. This one finds its way into the far side corner and eventually freed up and controlled by the Bruins. Paddington works his back around the Toro net, and this one will find Nylon as the Bruins will get on the board for the first time tonight and pull back within 3. So we'll get another look at the replay here. Paddington was controlling this back behind the net, sent it center of the ice and beats Lucas Svedin for the Bruins' first goal of the night. Tauros lead now 4-1. Puck is down and we are back underway. 6:34 to go in this third period of play. Tauros send this into the Bruins zone. Uhala racing for the loose puck. This one controlled near side corner by the Bruins and eventually worked down the boards by Riley and into the neutral zone. Tauros gathering control. Mahler skates this into the offensive zone. He leaves this for Johannesson. Johannesson fires one in. That one ricocheted off the boards back behind the net of Solomon, and this puck will be rolled back into the Toro defensive zone. As this one is rattled up back into the neutral zone and sent back in by the Bruins. Bruins go for a change. Ty James will send this up the ice to Uhala. Uhala works this in the offensive zone. This one given to Johannesson. Johannesson skates back behind the Bruin net. This one rung near side along the boards and controlled neutral zone for the Bruins. This one worked near side corner by Shaver. Shaver will try to get something going to Lipset back behind the Toro net. Toro's controlled back in the neutral zone. Batten skates in. Good defense there by Ward to break up a Toro rush. Batten will go back to the bench for a change as the Bruins will walk this one back into the neutral zone. Melgren working in the offensive zone. He'll just shovel this one in near side corner. Toro's control as Spencer works this down the board. Spencer in pursuit of a loose puck that will roll almost into the near side corner offensive zone. This one will roll on net, gloved and held by Solomon for a whistle with 15:08 to play in the third period. Some more check-ins here on Facebook. John Granius checking in from Chicago. Doreen Harkima asking about the assists here for Batten, I believe. And yes, he does have 2 assists on the night as the Toros fire one through traffic. That one tipped up and sent near side corner as the Toros work in the offensive zone. This one advanced along the boards and eventually thrown down the blue line. Tui will just clear this one back behind the Austin net to keep it in the offensive zone. Tauros back on defense now as the Bruins will clear this back out in the neutral zone. As Hagstrom will receive a cross-ice pass near side and try to work this up to small neutral zone. Paddington on the breakup, and now Bruins working near side. Lorenza skating in, doesn't have an angle on it, so he takes it back behind the net. Good defense there by Hagstrom. Hagstrom will take this one away, far side corner. Edwards will clear this back out in the neutral zone as the Bruins will have to reset, and they'll just shovel this one in and go for a change of their own. As the Tauros will regroup back behind their own net. Tui will work this cross ice to Mahler. Mahler shifts this one way up in the air as Small is in on pursuit. As this one will find its way near side corner. Bruins control. This one kept in the offensive zone. Tabulis fires one in on net. That one goes wide right off the corner boards as the Bruins will gather this one and recontrol it back into the neutral zone. This one chipped along the boards, far side corner. Mahler settles that one down. James now working back behind the Toro net. This one worked near side neutral zone to Tabulis. Tabulis working up against the boards in front of the Bruins bench against Williams as this one's fired in by James. No one there through traffic as that one's broken up, sent back out in the neutral zone. Toros reset. They still control James near side. He'll just send this one in wide right of the net. It'll carry him off the boards in the corner and eventually back behind the net for the Bruins. As this one is advanced back into the neutral zone by Beckwith. Beckwith now skating in. He's guarded by Ingstra. Beckwith will stop and send one center of the net. Shaver tries to get a pass on net. That one kept in front of the net. Svedin can't quite get a glove on it as he's collided with behind the net in the crease as players hit the ice with 13:01 to go in this third period. Gibbs was caught up there in the crease with Connor Beckwith as we'll get some guys sent to the box. Gibbs will head to the box for the Toros as the Toros will go to the Papa John's penalty kill for, I believe, the first time in the third period. So offensive zone draw coming for the Bruins. Toros on the penalty kill. Lund controls off the draw. He'll skate far side, whistle blown. So I believe we'll reset here on the face-off. No, we're going to get a call here. High sticking called on Jackson Riley for the Bruins. So the power play, an extra man advantage, doesn't last long. As an offensive zone draw will come here for the Toros as we reset. We will go 4-on-4 here for a minute 57. Toros with a couple seconds on the power play on the back end of this one. Small was in on the draw. Spencer now to the right side of Solomon. Solomon's right, I should say, as Spencer will tie up in on the draw. Bruins will control, work this neutral zone. Toros will have to get back on defense. Austin will work this across the blue line and shovel this into the far side corner. Toros do a nice job here on defenses. They'll pin this one back up against the boards behind their own net. This one finally freed up and thrown back behind the Toro net. Spencer will skate to the near side as he'll control this one, gather, and send it back far side to James. James will send this one up along the boards as he gains the line. He's working up against three Bruin defenders, and he'll just be forced to fire this one in through traffic. This one tipped wide into the corner and eventually controlled back behind the net for the Bruins. Good work here by John Small there to pin it back up against the nets, making Bruins work real hard to get this one back off the boards as they'll eventually free this one up near side corner and send it back behind the net. They'll reset. Samuelson will skate this one up into the neutral zone. He'll work near side. He'll skate in back behind the Toro net. Beckwith trying to set up center ice, but he'll be sent to the corner to try to free this one up. Beckwith has it for a brief moment, but Tui pins him up against the board. Samuelson will come back in on backup as this puck is finally freed up, carried up in the neutral zone by Uhala. Uhala finds Batten. Batten working near side in on the rush. He'll cross it. Uhala backhanded try. That one just goes a little long as this one's worked back far side corner and eventually controlled by Austin. Samuelson working into the neutral zone far side. He'll give this to Brown. Brown can't get a stick on it, so Svedin will just shovel this one back behind his own net, and eventually the puck will find its way to the far side. Uhala now working once again neutral zone. He'll send this one deep behind the net as Uhala's held up there. Austin, though, will find the puck back behind their own net. This one skated back into the neutral zone. Back and forth we go. It's a quick shot on net there by Austin. That one goes wide of the net. Paddington with the opportunity there as this one shoveled back behind the Bruins net. This one worked far side. Owens keeps this in offensive zone. Tabulis fires one. That one goes higher than it and eventually is controlled by Solomon for a whistle with 10:35 to go here. Both teams back even strength as we'll resume 5-on-5 play. Look at the replay here by Batten as he sent one cross ice to Uhala. Uhala just not with enough room. So we'll get an offensive zone draw here for the Tauros. Owens in on the faceoff. Tauros out shooting Austin 29-24 overall. Austin, though, leading in that department 4-2 in this third period. Austin controls off the draw. They'll work this one neutral zone. Malkinson will throw this one back behind the net. He'll find Lund. Lund held up by Tui as the Bruins try to work this free, and it'll eventually trickle into the far side corner and sent back behind the net to Lund. Lund being defended there by Marvin Cortez as this puck is finally forced to be picked up through traffic by the Bruins and eventually sent back out in the neutral zone. Eli Brown corrals, and the Bruins will have to reset as they'll just clear this one into the Toro zone with 10 minutes exactly remaining on the clock as Toros clear this back out neutral. Shaver in on the action for the Bruins as Lund will just clear this puck the distance behind the Toro net. Gibbs will gather and reset. So he'll try to work this along the near side boards. Big hit there by Nichols on Kaiser as this puck is sent far side neutral zone. Bruins still working now. Offensive zone. This one fired wide of the net as it'll ring around the boards and near side and eventually into the neutral zone by Samuelson. Kaiser controls near side up against the boards in front of the Bruins bench, and he'll send it to Samuelson. As Samuelson gains the line. Good defense here by Ingstrup to take it away as Torres will work back up ice into the neutral zone. Funk in as we'll get a whistle.
Too many men.
As we'll get a too many men call here on the Toros with 9:09 to go here, third period. To reply to that comment, O'Hannison has a 1 assist on the night. Assisted on one of those Jesse Uhala goals as offensive zone draw comes for the Bruins. Lorenza on the draw against Small. 2 minutes now on the penalty kill here for the Toros. Penalty kill presented by Papa John's. Tie up off the draw. Toros will control and clear it. Malkinson will retreat and retrieve for the Bruins as this one will be sent back to the neutral zone. Riley skates this near side offensive zone. Good defense there by James as Riley loses his handle on the puck. This one pinned up against the boards, freed up. Sent near side to Malkinson. Malkinson will send this one through traffic. Mahler tips it through, and Torres will send this back out in the neutral zone. Bruins will have to reset with 1:25 to go on the extra man advantage. Malkinson will gain the line, leave it for Riley. Riley sends it back to Malkinson. Malkinson will skate this one back behind the net of Svedin as this is worked back up to the blue line to Lund. Lund skate, fires it far side to Malkinson. Malkinson with a shot there. That one rebound clear for the Tours. A minute remaining on the Papa John's penalty kill. 8:08 of regulation here in the third period. This one worked to Haruza. Haruza far side will enter the Toro defensive zone. This one rung to the corner and eventually worked back out to Malkinson near side. Batten does a nice job in the neutral zone, taking this one away. He's got an opportunity here if he hurries. That one, though, tipped and fired far side for the Bruins as the Toros will go back on defense with 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Beckwith sends it far side. Aruza will center a pass here. That one fired through traffic. Nobody home there. Beckwith tried to get a stick on it. Couldn't quite find a handle. Toros clear. 15 seconds remain. As this one is sent back out in the neutral zone. 5 seconds remain on the power play. Toros about to come even strength. And this one cleared as the Toros will come back to 5-on-5 play. This one worked far side to Lipset as Lipset will lose his handle. This one chipped high up in the air and out of play for a whistle with 6:54 to go in the third period. Another look at the replay in front of the net as the Toros successfully kill off the Bruin power play. Is a big penalty kill for the Toros as Austin is trying to claw their way back into this one. That lone goal coming in the third period. Offensive zone draw controlled for a moment by the Bruins. This one skated back behind the net, though, by Small. Small will work this to Hagstrom. Hagstrom get tipped up neutral zone, and Ingstrup controls as this one centered to Small. Small can't quite get a handle on it. Spencer tries to settle that one down near side against the boards. Small hits the ice, center ice, as this is worked back into the Toro defensive zone. Hagstrom skating this one up against the boards. He'll try to get this to Small. Small dives as he tries to get a handle on that one. This one will find its way back into the defensive zone by Austin. Austin starting up ice. This one sent near side corner. Mahler in on the defense is Williams will eventually settle this one down as it will work its way back onto neutral zone and get called for an offsides with 5:54 to go here. As I believe we'll hit our media timeout. Offsides presented by Affinity First Federal Credit Union. Okay, so we will get a stoppage in play here. You know, when we talk about the importance of the Friday night games for the Toros, especially last year, Toros didn't get swept all that often, and it really starts on Friday night. You put yourself in a good position for the sweep. And that is what the Toros have done up until this point in the third period. Still time, obviously, for the Bruins, as the Toros are once again in search of their second win on the year. This would be big against a Central Division opponent who is hot, winning 4 of their first games. Austin's lone Central Division win coming against the North Iowa Bulls, as these two teams met in the playoffs last year in the first round. Toros sweeping the Bruins in what was an offensive show through 3 games. And that was one of those games I was lucky to see before I fully came up here. I came up for the weekend, and it was a very good series by the Toros, as they have obviously continued that pattern here in game number 1 of this 2-game set in Austin. Like we mentioned before, we'll mention it again. Toros finally return home next Friday, October 11th, against the St. Cloud Norsemen for their home opener. Tickets are still available for that one. Draw coming back out in the neutral zone. Owens will control off the draw, send this back to Mahler. Mahler will try to work it near side to James. James gets his pass intercepted. Lorenza fires one in on net. That one covered and held. No rebound given by Lucas Svedin, who has put on a very solid performance through nearly 3 periods of play. Here on the road. Svedin was also the one who got that win against the United States National Team Development Program in the opener, regular season opener, as this one is skated up ice by Tabulis. Tabulis can't quite get a hand on that one, as the Bruins will clear this one the distance for an icing. Icings are brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. As this will result in an offensive zone draw for the Tauros, but yeah, nonetheless, I mean, Svedin looked really good against the national team, only surrendered 1 goal in that game, and, you know, tough outing, I guess, on all behalfs on Saturday, but Tauros doing a nice job here rebounding, especially offensively, as this draw is won by the Tauros. Quick shot off the draw by Nichols. That one tipped up and out of play for another whistle. With 5:27 to go in the third frame, Funk now on the draw, as this one is won and sent to the far side boards, eventually gathered in the near side corner by the Bruins. Paddington will work this cross ice. Bruins gain the line in the offensive zone. This one just fired in the corner by Lorenza. Battle ensues far side corner, and this one will eventually work its way free to Williams. Williams will fire this back around the net to Lorenza. Lorenza works this. So Williams fires one on net. That one. Rebound goes wide of the net, far side corner. This pass will hit a stick as the Tauros will work this back out in the neutral zone. Nichols now on the rush. One-on-one tries to work this around the Bruins defense. That one, though, gets intercepted and worked back out in the neutral zone. Gibbs now picks this one up, gains the line, skates far side, fires one in on net. That one covered and held for a stoppage with 4:38 to go by Jack Solomon. As this game is tightened up on the shots on net department, Austin with an 8-4 advantage in this third period. Tauros still, though, hanging with a 3-shot advantage, 31-28. As this one's down, Ingstrup controls at the blue line. He'll send one. That one tipped through traffic and worked out in the back into the neutral zone. Tauros will have to retrieve this one deep in their own defensive zone. This one sent along the boards. Uhala tries to work this one up. Batten will control as this one gets sent up in the air and eventually against the boards. Bruins will control this one back far side and into the neutral zone. Malkinson works across the blue line. This one intercepted through traffic and cleared back out into the neutral zone by the Tauros. Gibbs picks this one up center ice. He'll just clear this one behind the net of Solomon, and it'll settle its way down in the corner. Uhala held up against the boards as the puck is freed up and controlled by the Bruins. This one chipped up offensive zone by the Bruins. They'll skate in, backhanded feed to Lipset. Lipset will fire one wide. This one sent back center of the ice as it'll eventually roll its way down near side and be sent into the neutral zone by the Tauros. Melgren will control this one for the Bruins and reset as he crosses the line, fires one on net. That one covered and held by Svedin with 3:22 to go in the third period of play. So the draw will come out to Svedin's left. No goals here in the third period by the Tauros, but you got to credit them laying back and protecting this lead. So Lorenzo will be in on the faceoff for the Bruins. Small in for the Tauros. Small's out there along with Hagstrom. Tui, Spencer. As this one's fired way up in the net. Svedin lost a view on it as that one was way up in the air, and this one eventually settled and sent in the neutral zone. Spencer racing in, far side corner. He'll center this one into Small. Small can't catch that one. Solomon with a diving effort. Small, though, wasn't able to find that one as that pass went high up into the air, centering passes. This one's worked back behind the Toro net. Sverdin's out of his net, and he'll leave this to Ingstrup. Ingstrup works this one far side to Edwards. Edwards sends this one along the boards into the neutral zone to Small. Small will just have to touch pass this one into the offensive zone as the Toros will get a line change off here as Riley controls near side. He blows a tire, so the Toros will pick that one up. Neutral zone. Marvin Cordes feeds this near side to Owens. Owens centers a pass to Tabulis. Tabulis finds that one just out of reach as he'll gather this one, though, far side corner and try to work this one up along the boards as it'll eventually be sent back in the neutral zone. Ingstrup will fire a long shot from the neutral zone in on net. That one covered, held, and dropped by Solomon as the Bruins will work back down the ice. This one picked up and sent to Lipset near side as it will go the distance for an icing, and here we go. Post whistle action with Lipset and Ingstrup as both guys will be broken up fairly quickly out of that whistle. Lipset will be sent to the box for the Bruins. And I don't think anyone from the Toros is going to go in as Lipset caught Ingstrup after the whistle. Ingstrup kind of just defenseless there, so Toros will go on the power play. Power play brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust.
Right.
So offensive zone draw coming for the Toros. This one dug out, controlled by Lund. Lund will clear this the distance. 2 minutes remain in regulation. Ty James back for the Toros behind the net as he'll be pressured there by Samuelson. Samuelson will force to lay off as this one is sent to Mahler, far side corner, picked up by Batten, neutral zone. Batten works this to Yohala. Yohala back to Batten. Batten centers a pass there. Just goes wide of Ohanis, and Toros still control. Send this back up to the blue line. James works this down ice to Mahler. Mahler back up top to Batten. Batten center ice as he gets his own rebound and finds the back of the net on the second chance try as the Toros cash in on the power play once again, as they'll restore the 4-goal lead. Billy Batten finds the back of the net for the 5th Toro goal of the night, as the Toros now lead 5-1 with 1:34 to go in the third period. As center ice draw play resumes, Bruins control, working this into the offensive zone, and eventually Gibbs will intercept this one back behind the net and send it far side to Aucoin. Aucoin works this to Funk. Funk skating through traffic in the neutral zone. He'll gain the line and work this back behind the Bruins defense as this one is tipped high up in the air and will settle down into the near side corner. That goal goes for Billy Batten's first of the season. Yohala with his second assist, along with Mahler with his 4th helper on the year. Final minute of play brought to you by Northern Plains Equipment, as this one is shoveled behind the Bruin net and will squirt along the far side boards. Toros try to gather that one as the Bruins will work this back into the neutral zone. Spray's working in as he gets held up, and this one sent back out in the neutral zone by the Toros with 35 seconds to play. Gibbs in on pursuit of a puck that's sent deep into the Toros zone. This one sent along the boards by Mahler. This one, though, intercepted by Brown. Brown fires a long-range shot that's pad save by Sverdin and rebounded out to the far side, and this one's worked near side corner now by Owens. Owens will allow Mahler to pick this one up back behind the net, as Mahler is just going to hold this one and eventually work it out to Marvin Cordes. Marvin Cordes center ice pass to Owens. Toros are just going to run the rest of this one out. As the horn sounds, Toros win. Toros defeat the Bruins 5-1. Good for the Toros' second win on the season. Tauros move to 2-2. They hand the Bruins their first loss on the season. Bruins move to 4-1. As the Tauros begin divisional play, victors in the Friday night contest. As a all-around good performance by Minot, cashing in on a handful of power play goals. Penalty kill did a nice job. As a 4-goal lead will be good for the win here tonight. We're going to send it out to break and be back with the post-game show here on the Minotaur Network.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment, a chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code HOCKEY100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
At Northwest Tire, we're part of your community, and we want you to be part of our family. We're about more than tires. We're about superior customer service to keep your vehicles and equipment safely rolling down the road. If you'd like to join a company that truly cares for our customers and employees, come work with us and become part of our growing family. Apply at nwtire.com.
What's the post?
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
If you're taking a prescription opioid, please don't drink. Mixing alcohol or another drug increases your risk of overdose. Know how to be safe at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Opioids. Fill with care.
In life, there's good, better, and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
We just get showed one time.
Yeah. All right.
And welcome to the Farmers Union Insurance post-game show here inside the Riverside Arena in Austin, Minnesota. It's a final. The Tauros win 5-1 over Central Division foe Austin Bruins. As we're going to look at the scoring here. Ian Spencer got the party started in the first period, finding the back of the net off a breakaway as the Tauros got a nice turnover and sent it up ice. Ian Spencer finds the back of the net for his first goal of the season. Adam Mahler in on the assist. Second goal of the period, or excuse me, of the game. Jesse Yahala with his third of the year. Billy Batten with his fourth assist. O'Hannison with his third. He then found another minutes later for his fourth of the year. Ian Spencer and Billy Batten in on the assist. As Yahala found that top right side corner twice tonight. And then Leo Tabulis added another one in that second period for his first of the year. Mahler and Hagstrom in on the assists. And then the Tauros tack another one on.
This is Austin.
After Austin responded, E.J. Paddington with his sixth goal of the year. Lorenza with his seventh assist. Tauros respond in the late moments there on the power play. Billy Batten with his first goal of the year. Yuhala's second assist. And Mahler's fourth helper of the year. So Tauros will get the win over the Bruins 5-1 in what was a dominant performance all around. Couple of good power play goals there by the Tauros as special teams was very efficient both on the power play and penalty kill for the Tauros. Tauros end up outshooting this Austin team 34-31 and cash in on 3 of 6 power play opportunities, and they kill off a successful 5 penalty kills. So we'll get to our McDonald's Tauros trivia. Question was most penalty minutes, single game record for the Tauros. The answer of that one, 108 minutes. That one set November 12th, 2011. The winner of that one is Michelle Gibbs, wins the McDonald's Tauros trivia. As far as the forebears over-under, if I'm not mistaken here, I don't think I have that one yet.
We'll do it tomorrow.
As we will get that one back to you tomorrow night, but we want to remind you one more time before we get out of here, the Tauros home opener a week from today, October 11th, on the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Puck drop for that one Friday night, 7:35 against the St. Cloud Norsemen. You can scan that QR code and get your tickets. A lot of fun things planned there as the boys are excited to get back out in front of the home crowd. But as far as tonight, that will do it here from the Riverside Arena. For Edward Neiman, Kobe Braw, and Grace Sandy, we say so long until tomorrow night. We'll be back with a Saturday night puck drop here at Riverside Arena at 7:05. Pregame show coming around 6:45, we'll call it. So stay tuned for that one as we'll say goodnight from Austin, Minnesota. I believe so, yeah.
Hey, you guys got anything going on here tomorrow? Besides the game? Yeah. I don't believe so. Okay. You guys should be good. Okay. I mean, I'll compress it all down underneath, but I just want to make sure. You want to leave your stuff up here? We'll take that down. You guys got a hell of a setup. Holy shit. Yeah, it's 2 years in the making. We finally got it where we want it. Looks like it works pretty smoothly, too. Yeah, it's a lot of nights saying, what the hell's going on? And now we finally got it working pretty good.